Next speaker will be Cindy Baraban, Deputy Assistant Secretary for Aviation and International Affairs at the U.S. Department of Transportation. Ms. Baraban has previously served as the Senior Advisor to the Assistant Secretary for Aviation and International Affairs and as the Deputy Assistant General Counsel for the Office of Operations in the Office of the General Counsel at the DOT. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Good afternoon. I would like to thank the Japanese International Transport and Tourism Institute for inviting me to represent the U.S. Department of Transportation at today's event. As many of you know, DOT and JITTI have a long history of cooperation, so I'm very happy to participate in this important discussion and hosted by such a prestigious institution. I would also like to personally thank Chairman Shikuri and his team for organizing this event. I would also like to acknowledge His Excellency Ambassador Yamada, Deputy Assistant Secretary Gomez, and Assistant Vice Minister Nakayama for your tireless efforts in strengthening U.S.-Japan bilateral ties. Those of us in Washington, D.C. have the opportunity to see the blossoming of the cherry trees every year. It's quite a gift. And it's a beautiful reminder of the enduring friendship between our two countries. I also would like to thank you very much for your kind words and condolences on the accidents and the lives lost. I think that shows also the deepness of our connection. Much of today's discussion will focus on the continuing recovery in the trans-Pacific market. DOT data supports that trend, which shows encouraging growth towards reaching pre-pandemic levels soon. According to year-end September 2024 DOT data, 9.2 million passengers traveled between the United States and Japan. That's up 25% compared to 2023, but still 13% short of 2019 levels. Nevertheless, Japan maintains the top spot as the largest U.S. passenger gateway to Asia. Much of this traffic, of course, naturally flows to and from Tokyo, served by two airports, Haneda and Narita. Japan's commitment to growing Haneda as a gateway ahead of the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics was remarkable, and we look forward to continuing our critical work with JCAB to maximize the utility of the airport in the context of the U.S.-Japan market, given its increasing prominence as an international gateway hub. Likewise, Japan's efforts to bolster Narita as a hub has allowed it to maintain critical connectivity between the United States and other parts of Asia-Pacific region, particularly Southeast Asia. ASEAN is estimated to be one of the fastest growing regions for air travel. According to 2024 annual visitor arrival data, if you look at travelers from the top 15 countries after Japan and the United States that rely on Narita to get to the United States, about half were residents of ASEAN. So as we look forward to increases in nonstop flights between the United States and ASEAN, Narita's role in air connectivity cannot be overstated. We have recently seen signs of new growth between the United States, Narita, and beyond. Recently launched or future services include new flights between Seattle and Narita, Chicago and Narita, Houston and Narita, and beyond Narita to points in Philippines, Mongolia, Taiwan, and Palau. In the meantime, new players have entered the field as well, from Alaska and Hawaiian Airlines' planned expansion to Zip Air's recent market entry, providing differentiated fee options for consumers. As we look to the future, we see significant opportunities for a stronger, more competitive U.S.-Japan market. Key to ensuring that continued success and ensuring that the market remains the backbone of trans-Pacific connectivity will be ensuring that airlines have maximum flexibility to establish services that respond to consumer and business demand. The primary remaining obstacle is Haneda. Recognizing the unique circumstances surrounding Haneda, specifically the Japanese government's landmark decision 15 years ago to reopen the airport to long-haul international traffic, our governments have been working tirelessly for many years to integrate Haneda into our bilateral open skies relationship. This work comes with challenges, and we've been faced with delay due to the pandemic. As Deputy Assistant Secretary Gomez noted, we held talks last month with JCAB to get our work back on track. And while we've made some encouraging progress with respect to considering a new potential timeline for the further liberalization of Haneda, we have yet to establish a clear path toward realization of all of the necessary components of the Haneda liberalization that our governments mutually agreed to in 2019. So I'll underscore once again the importance that we attach to a swift conclusion to this work to ensure that the U.S.-Japan aviation relationship remains the engine of growth, connectivity, and prosperity that it is today. So on behalf of the Department of Transportation, I thank you all for being here, for your time. I know that the discussions that we will have to further dive into aviation and addressing the challenges that we have will be informative and constructive, and I'm always inspired also by these gatherings. It allows us to support the industry that connects us, but it's also always a good thing to be in the same room with people that are filled with the same enthusiasm that aviation brings out in all of us. Thank you very much.